good luck.
Yeah,
Come back with the cup.
Yes, I'll try to.
I hope so. That's what we're going for.
What is your name?
Dane Sweeney.
Dane.
600 meters, keep left.
I check you.
No.
Okay,
All
thank
the
you.
way.
In the Australian Open, maybe in next year, check his name.
First class lounge. Get unlimited selection of any of these. Not bad. We'll be boarding that one soon, I reckon. First day Matsuyama, hitting in the afternoon only, so thought I'd treat myself to a little sauna and spa. Probably actually shouldn't be doing that in a Japanese spa. Might see some Japanese doodles. And no, that's not a dog breed. But yeah, hitting with Bolty later. 2 to 3, and it's currently raining. Pretty doomy and gloomy. Feels like I just want to tuck into some Japanese ramen all day. Might actually do that for dinner. And yeah, Callum and Barks arrive tomorrow, so keen for that. But yeah, first day in Matsuyama, let's get it. So the week started off with a cruisy first round. I think the guy was a bit nervous, didn't play his best tennis, I think that's for sure. But nonetheless, really happy to get a win, get an easy win, and build some confidence for the next round against Filip Sekulic. So up against Aussie Filip Sekulic, absolute beast of a competitor. Sometimes can cross the line with his antics. I think it just shows how bad he wants it and how much he puts into this. He's a great player, got a big forehand, unusual technique, but a very effective shot. And I think I did a really good job this match of not letting him dictate with his forehand. You can see from the get-go, I'm getting stuck into his backhand, and I wanted to let him know that. I wanted to let him know that I'm going to find his backhand, and I wasn't going to let him dictate with his forehand and get comfortable. And that's what I did, and that got me the first set. It was a really clean first set. The points were played on my racket, and that is obviously a big component to winning matches. It's a little casual volley there to give me the first set, and again, I just stuck to my guns. I felt myself loosening up after that first set. Not that I was playing tight, but it's always nice to get that first set on the belt. You can really just let the shoulders hang loose. And managed to get another couple break points here. Using the trusty chip line under a bit of pressure. Again, just trying to find his backy.
Game Sweeney.
And really clinical performance by me. Very, very steady match from start to finish. Played it smart. Was playing very aware and very within myself.
6-4,
Always goes
6-2.
wide there. And a good match against a great player. How's that going?
Tasty.
You liking it?
He's definitely having more fun than me.
6 to 8. Yeah, it's very soft, and just feels like it would last a long time. Yeah, feels like a very good towel. I would use it in my bathroom. Yeah.
I don't know, it looks good. I'm gonna take a shower with this towel. Let's see. It's good, babe.
早稲田大学時代数々のタイトルを獲得した期待のルーキーです。高畑は予選でレイン・スウェイニーと対戦。ジュニア時代からよく知る相手でしたが、強く吹く風にも苦戦。ミスが出て試合を作れず、悔しいストレート負けを喫しました。
It's up against Chino, an up-and-coming Italian player, and from the get-go I felt under a lot of pressure from his forehand in particular. He hit very clean, I would say, and really dominated with his forehand, spreading me a lot, and I felt like I was on the move. And looking back at the match, I think I could have done a better job to try and take the match a little bit more out of his hands and play a few more points like this here. Yeah, I was kind of playing through a bit too much through the middle of the court, and he was just able to find forehands and just bully me side to side. And I don't think I was putting enough pressure on him to change his game style and make him feel uncomfortable. But yeah, for such a young kid, he's a good player. I think he's going to be one to watch for the future for sure. He's also did an impressive job in this first set. You can see he's at a set point now of coming forwards as well. He's kind of got a good all-court game, big serve, big groundies, and looking for opportunities at the net. But yeah, I was getting bullied a lot of the time, and yeah, just wasn't committing to try and play more aggressive. The points were happening the same, and I just kind of let it happen. I was playing with a little bit of fear, maybe to try and not miss, but in situations like this, when the players kind of just bullying you side to side, you need to take risks and need to make them feel uncomfortable and make them kind of think twice. You can see there, just really ripping into his forehand from the middle of the court. Wow, I just absolutely cheated him there. Just gave him a bit of his own medicine. But down 6-2-5, 4-30 love. It's not looking good. But strange things can happen. Playing a long point here on Machi. And big forehand there to finish the match. And too good from Chino, 6-2, 6-4. On to the next one in Kobe.
First round in Matsuyama for me, alongside the OG Red Widow, Reece Stalder. Always a pleasure to play with. Super good dude and great player. We actually got my only title of the year with him in China. So it was just a 1 week. I think it was the last week of the year for him. He'd been on the road for a while. We had a tough competition here playing Vasil Kirkov and Bart Stevens, two accomplished doubles players, and we were actually the seeded team. Kirkov's been out injured a little bit, so he's probably below where he would be, ranking-wise. He's having a good day at the office, seeing the ball well, bit of a good shot maker. And Bart Stevens just really solid, knows where to be on the doubles court, keeps it simple, doesn't overplay. This point, just doing well to keep us in it, keep us hitting a lot of overheads. We're trying to build some good scoreboard pressure here. When the first set goes really quick, you're really trying to bring good energy at the start of the second, and just stay on serve with them. Which is what we weren't able to do there. Losing serve down 3-2 was a little bit of a frustrating match for us. It's points like that, a little bit of miscommunication. Reece maybe thought I was going for the backhand volley there. I didn't feel like we were playing as bad as a 1-2 score line. As you can see there, Kirkov, unreal shot. And a tough day at the office for us, but it was only week one.
Game, set a match, Kirkov Stevens.
Last match, mate, this on Saturday. Is this the book? Yeah. This is sweet.
Tennis has taken us to so many places around the world. We've enjoyed the fortune of experiencing snippets of life in over 30 countries during our travels, though, for both of us, Japan brings a unique feeling of tranquility both in the landscape and in the culture. In contrast to a lot of Asian countries, Japan is sparkling clean and upholds a type of preciseness about it, forever showcasing its methodical and courteous culture, whether it be through its train stations, corner stores, or bamboo forests. We felt welcome and intrigued.
Oh my god! Come on, son! I was close.
I love it. No game plan. Leave the white in the cushion. Yep, dog. Leave the white in the cushion. At least it's Adam.
Yeah, at least it's Adam.
At least it's Adam.
Off camera, didn't sink it.
Yeah, off camera would be easy.
Sink it off camera. Off camera, you sink it, eh? You probably sink it off camera.
Jet the dog, mate.
Fuck, good builder, that man blame his fucking tool, mate.
The good builder ain't blaming his tool.
Off camera, you wouldn't sink it.
No, it's not possible.
I can double it.
Let's go that way. Just sit it up so Dave can put it in on the next time. Yes!
Oh,
No, you have to see both the ones for it to go. That's the one. Look it up. You cooks. You have to see both of them. That's white ball in on black. I'm telling you.
I like to sing to you. I like to sing to you. Where we going, Dave?
Karaoke drink bar.
Oh, karaoke drink bar. Oh, karaoke drink bar.
Fucking do 10, son.
It's Christian.
Laura's got the sickest place, yeah.
Is Christian saying yours at the
Stay at
moment?
Louise, you won't get any sleep. Stay at Laura's will be well rested.
Literally.
Yeah, go for some sunrise surfs.
Get to know Ellie.
Yeah.
Another week, packing suitcases. Matsuyama's finished. Feeling a bit tired, a bit congested this morning. Had a beautiful hike yesterday. It was awesome. Such a beautiful hike in a bamboo forest, and it was really nice, really nice. Really nice to spend a day off like that, like active, but, you know, relaxing. But yeah, off to Kobe today with the boys, Dave, Adam, Cal, and my dad. And yeah, another week to keep putting my best foot forward. Let's go. Having Dave and Adam in Japan was an absolute privilege. It's not every day as a player you're blessed to have your friends share the journey firsthand with you. Whether it was knocking out a 3-hour sesh or trying to get down a mountain before the sun went down, every moment we shared together on this trip was special. Having mates like these, with his hearts as big as they do, kept the vibes light-hearted and fulfilling. Thank you.
10:32.
I myself love playing on indoors. The lack of variability makes for much easier.
It makes me even more inspired and motivated to get my ranking up so the journey can be shared with more mates.
And typically indoors we'll play a little bit more slick, bounce a little bit lower most of the time. And I think that's why you'll find a lot of the aggressive baseliners that a clean ball striker is doing really well and kind of favouring this surface. And it really benefits the player who's taking charge. Come look, Adam, come look. That's Dane.
That's Adam.
Adam.
That's
Adam.
Adam.
Dave.
Dane. Ad. This is Sad and Toey. This is Adam.
Dave, Sad and Toey Dave, Adam, match call.
Kobe, week 2, and surprisingly playing the exact same opponents as last week, Bart Stevens and Basil Kirkov. Pretty tough draw again. Obviously had a bit of a better idea of how to play these boys after the previous week, but maybe they were high in confidence after snipping us as well. Although this time with a different partner, so a different feel about the match. Blake Belden, an Australian mate of mine. All the Aussies pretty good mates, I'd say. Good left-handed server, good volleyer, becoming a pretty accomplished doubles player. Knows his way around the court well. I seem to play well and get good results playing with left-handed players in doubles as well, which is no surprise. It's a good attribute to have for doubles especially, or for tennis in general. But yeah, some good quality early days. Just, a lot of rallies like this, going extended. Nice conditions on the indoor courts. No wind around. Clean ball striking. We didn't feel like we were playing too badly. We lost a couple of close games and lost this first set. And and then just fired up, stayed pretty positive. Our form was building, put a bit of pressure on and got an early break in the second set. Doing pretty well on our serve to hold serve. Making high percentage first serves and hanging on there for the hold. Now serving for the set. Basil's got pretty good returns both sides. Both of these guys do actually. They're making us play a lot of points, making us come up with some good points, which we were able to do. Getting ourselves in the position here, 5-3 40 love, and Blake with a nice classic lefty slide wide ace. Now down to the pointy end of it in the super, 6-5 up. 6-5 down. Kirkov covering the net well, and the boys getting back in the point. A couple of really good exchanges here. It was a fun match. There was a lot of sort of extended rallies where the aggressors weren't putting the ball away as much, which is fun points to be a part of. 8-all here. I've tonked to backhand, kind of just picked my spot before he's hit the serve, and Bart Stevens had covered it really well, and now 9-all, serving to get the match point to us, and back under pressure here. The boys won both points on their serve, and a little bit tight for me on this point from memory, this last shot I hit up here, but overall a good quality match, really good quality match to be a part of. Unfortunate to not get the win.
Up against another young gun. May not look like it with his size, but Ray Sakamoto. I think he's about 18 years old. He's won Australian Open Juniors and proven himself to be a good player on the tour already. Absolute giant. He has a massive serve for his height. Bit of a suspect looking forehand, but on this day he was definitely blasting a lot of fours and didn't look too weak. Very stereotypical Jap backy, super solid, doesn't look like he'll break down at all. And he's got some decent hands on him too. I think a bit like China's, he's got a pretty good all-court game, and I think he'll be one to watch for sure. But he was serving it really, really well. I found it hard to get into his service games in the first set, and he wins at 6-4. And just a lot of errors for me in the second set. I didn't, just kind of like the China match, really wasn't able to put pressure on him, and he was kind of bullying me in the points. And when I did try to stand my ground, I was just not really executing at all and just relieving him a lot of the pressure. So, just finding it hard in the last couple of matches to find my form. But down here, 5-2, him serving for it 30-all. I always think you're a chance in tennis matches. You never know what could happen, especially with a young kid playing in his home country. It might tighten up a bit. But I missed that volley. Could have been pretty crucial. Yeah, you can see a strange four-y take back, a bit like Tiafoe, but he gives it a good hit. And I probably didn't build enough scoreboard pressure to just ask for it. Enough scoreboard pressure to really test it out, which was a bit unfortunate. He jags that volley in the line, and too good from Sakamoto. It's another beautiful day in Kobe. Blue skies, just getting that elevated to my coffee shop that I've been going to. I'm feeling really motivated and feeling really clear about what my path forwards after a couple losses to a couple young juniors who are, I think, especially the Italian guy, could be very good players. So yeah, I'm feeling really motivated. Expectation is really low, so I'm feeling quite free in that sense. I've been doing gym and putting in a lot of work, and I'm really excited for the next 2 tournaments in Japan. I was thinking about going home playing the futures, but turns out that I can't do that. I can't play down if I've already entered a challenger. I can't pull out and play an ITF that same week. There's a rule about that. So now my path is clear. I'm staying in Japan. I'm going to play the next 2 here, Yokohama and Yokkaichi. Next week's near Tokyo. So it should be a fun 2 weeks. Boys are still here as well, keeping the vibes up. Tough commute, eh? Tough commute. Tough commute, eh?
Our mate Adam is an avid hiker. He's inspired vision to seek out hikes or to simply go walkabout from the hotel doorstep prompted us as a crew to seek out a hike at each new city. We also found out that the famous Kobe Wagyu beef tasted way better cooked on an open fire at the top of a mountain. Oh, and the robes? No, we're not in a cult. Well, not really. Sweat it out. Hit the sauna, mate. Hit the sauna.
Wait, no.
All half me. And this thing.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's so nice.
What's your half, Dave? Now put your head half out. Just keep it there. Can you see it? Oh no. No, put a tiny bit to the left. Tiny bit to the left. No. Tiny bit to the right. Tiny bit to the right. Bit more. Okay, stop there.
You pass the school, you go bronze. Then bronze to silver, you have to register matches. Come on!
Kobe. We're hiked and regenerated from nature. Better to go back in the tennis world. That's Adam. That's Dave.
Another week, another travel day with the boys. Adam hung over Esky. Danny Sharko. Omar job seeker. Callum got a kill. up against Imamura first round. He's been doing well recently. He made the semis of one of the Aussie Challengers, I think Playfoot it was. And we had a really good match. I thought there was really good ball striking from both of us. Played a nice volley there the first game to save a break point. But I just thought we'll just knock and blow side to side. I was hitting my forehand really well this day. And yeah, I think it was just high quality tennis from the get-go. We're both hitting our backhands really good cross court, and he got me with some good ones down the line, and I just thought we were both playing well. And I was really neck and neck up until this point. He was playing just super solid and able to finish the point when the opportunity came. He put a fair bit of pressure on me to hit good shots over and over again, and just didn't really let up, especially in his first set, and smoked a backy line there for a few break points and got the first set 6-3. And I don't think he dropped his level too much, but I just raised and I started seeing the ball like a watermelon in the set. I was started to use a lot more shape into his forehand, and I found that when he was kind of ripping up into his forehand, he struggled with it a little bit. So I was trying my best to do that when I could, because that's the only weakness I could kind of find in his game. Just shots like that, just pushing him back. He dealt with that one pretty good, but when it was getting rising and heavy into there, that's when it seemed to look a little bit more suspect. But you can see, I'd playing really long rallies. It's super slow, so it was tough to get the ball past each other, and we both moved well. So it was a really fun match to be a part of. And yeah, I think I was just playing a little bit better in the second set, and managed to use my forehand really well in that second set, and it got me 6-4. But down a break point, it's pretty neck and neck up until this point. Played a bit of a monster point and get a net tape wide. I think I had a couple loose errors that game as well, which I didn't show on the highlights to keep my confidence high. And he just kept coming up with the goods, and credit to him, he really found a good level in the end of the third set and took advantage of my little lapse. And but really good match, and I think it was a great stepping stone forwards for sure. Gave the result a little bit too early, actually. This point goes for a while. I remember I was just trying to hammer his forehand this last game. It started to look a little bit tentative. And I had a shot there to get it back to juice, and I was really thinking the match could be mine. But too good from Imamura. 6-3, 4-6, 6-3. Out here, the real match, Dubs. Sugi Babugi just won straight. On now.
I'm here with the Prince of Thailand. Yeah. Prince of Thailand used to be single specialist, now he's gone double specialist. Brings very good intensity to every session, very good in focus to every match. How do you do it? How do you bring such good focus every match?
Because I cannot stop thinking about you.
Don't I distract you? You play Dane Sweeney or Matsuyama today?
Yes,
What do you think?
Yes, again to Sweeney and Omar from Australia.
Yep. What's your game plan? I won't tell them. I'll give you some tips.
My plan and I thinking for when we play next point.
That's it.
Yes.
This point.
This point.
This point. Which point?
Next point.
That's point. Okay. Okay, good luck, huh?
Thank you.
Wait.
Fight.
Yeah, always fight.
Yeah, always fight.
Everyone reckons it's just pure talent, but that's bullshit. Look at this guy go. That's how you get to centre court Wimby.
Wasn't expecting this.
Don't gas, mate. I'll stop it for you. It's the back end of Elon and Joe.
Quick.
2 weeks to Joe Rogan.
Even Dick Cheney.
Yeah, have high status people on your
This
thing.
is nuts. I've been good. 100 push-ups a day challenge with Dave Barker going strong.
Speaking of Dave Barclay, Oh, I've got his shirt as well. David Barclay, new merch out soon. Many blinks. Might be a long day. I just put in a good day training. Now it's time to kick back in the cold. It's like probably 6 to 8 degrees now, probably 10 degrees actually out here. Cal's about to play. Court just there. Come on, mate. Come on.
Time for Yokohama, playing again with Blake. Second week in a row, definitely feeling more comfortable together after a lot of practice sets. I made this compilation of just had a really good returning night here, and actually made this reel for Instagram because we're trying to up the Insta activity on the profile. And so I'm going to save myself some work here and leave you guys with this returning compilation from me. Played really good, saw the ball massive that night on the returns. These guys not serving that big, and it being cold and late, so the ball was very fluffy, and I just felt like I had time. I was seeing him like watermelons this night, so I'm going to tickle the ego a little bit and just leave this one here. Blake cleaning up the scraps really well at the net, gave us some good confidence moving into the next match, that's for sure.
First day in Japan where I've had to put 2 jumpers on. 6 degrees and raining. You wouldn't have seen that, but steam came out of my mouth. Today I'm supposed to be playing dubs first on at 10. Had a good training day yesterday. I lost my singles match the day before that, which was really a step in the right direction, I think. I started to feel myself again. My forehand felt like a weapon again, which, I don't know, I've kind of lost my identity on the court this year, and I don't know, I think that match made me realise it was because my forehand stopped becoming my weapon. I stopped trusting it. I stopped, being aggressive with it and using it to win points. So I kind of lost my way a little bit. And I think I'm really starting to find that. I'm starting to do things on the training court that give me confidence, and just starting to play. It was the first match where I just really enjoyed it. I was still quite shattered after the loss, but I was really happy with how my game was feeling. Yes, it could have been a lot better, I know, but I know that it will get better as I keep playing matches with that mindset and that clarity. It was a really, really encouraging match and gives me a lot of motivation going to the last week of the year in Yokohama. First, I got doubles with Omar, job seeker, seeing if we can keep his job this week. Come on. I was just saying to my dad, and the camera heard it, I'm going to be able to play the plays I want off my wide serves. I feel like, because if you're going wide, they're not in a really good position in terms of recovery. If you serve the ball down the tee, they're already in the middle of the court. And yes, they still, you still have the generalizations of returns. People like to go across their body, but I feel like you can get more of the plays you want, not having the biggest serve ever, by going wide. I feel like that's why I'm practicing these patterns off the wide serves. Slider wide. If I got a good slider wide, then my ideal plan is to take the next ball early, open court. And if I can't take it early, at least they've got a lot of court to cover, so maybe I can think about going behind them. I was just working on going wide first court and then going open court, and here I'm going kick wide, looking for a forehand to go open court and maybe holding it in behind sometimes. So just trying to work on the wide serve open court play. I think it's a good one. I can burn into the muscle memory a bit.
Just said bye to Dano. It's been the last week Yokoichi. I'm busy walking to the court. It's a weird scenario because it's Saturday. We're only in quarters, and it's even more weird scenario for me because this literally is likely my last tournament ever overseas. So I'm feeling pretty nostalgic. I'm feeling warmed to what is to come, and super grateful, but keen to finish on a good note. So let's go. Quarterfinal, playing the Japanese legends, Toshi Matsui and Kaito Sugi. Played these guys a bunch of times. Had a pretty good record against them, but always got heaps of respect for them as players. Great dudes as well. Super funny. Good crowd here. These boys are well loved amongst the Japan tennis community, and so there were some good crowds coming up out for the watch. It was a nice sunny day, as you can see, and Blake and I were playing pretty well. It was really windy this day, and our confidence as a team was growing. We were kind of, when you play with somebody for a while, you get more comfortable with knowing their tendencies, what they do well, where they like to return, where they like to serve, and get the first set here, and then the tides are changing a little bit. There's a little bit of an energy shift. These boys started to get the crowd up and about a little bit. They were kind of having extended celebrations, and I just could feel we were holding on for a momentum shift. Good point by me. They're shutting it down at the net. These boys are always playing reg and just serve volleying, different type of dubs. And again, in these slow conditions, it could make for some fun rallies, as we can see here. Probably got a little bit too stuck in the cat-mousey stuff. Some of those dinks, you're just trying to keep the ball below the height of the net so the volleyer can't put it away. And here's sort of the energy lifting, Matsui getting them up and about. And we're under a bit of pressure here. He's trying to hold strong. Matsui coming up with the goods there. 5-4-30 all, big point here. Great return from Matsui. So now we're facing 2 set points. We've got a good serve from Blake to save the first one, and we're down at a second serve here at Juice, and a bit of time in between points. I was really trying to lock the net down and keep my racket out in front, and was able to put that volley away. Kind of keeping the crowd at bay, and then 5-6 under a bit of pressure again. Just hanging on. As you can see, a bit of wind around, the ball moving. Just trying to throw it up. That definitely should have been put away from Asugi, and Blake's great anticipation and great hands there to keep us in it. So now to the tie break, 5-2 up, still just one mini break. Blake being super proactive, which is great, and I'm coming up with a Hewitt or Mazza-esque, there we go, a little late in celebration. Mazza-esque lob there, lob winner, and a delayed celebration. I was pumped on that one. Now, match point, trusty Belden lefty slider into the 4 body. Game, set, match. Vamos, we move on. Might sound crazy to someone that's never done it, but the feeling of those first couple of ground strokes is fully therapeutic to me. I tend to shed awareness onto my grip tension and really enjoy the sensation of hitting a ball with continuity in my stroke. I seek a comfortable feeling of repeatability before I'll move on from a certain area of the court. Some dubs players won't value rhythm on ground strokes as much, but for me, if I'm feeling the ball nicely off the ground, it's a good indication of my confidence. Generally, I like to warm up reasonably close to my match time. Sometimes I'll just give myself 30 minutes to compose so the stroke sensation isn't too distant. Everyone has their own understanding of what works best for them. Back on court for the semis, about an hour later. Freezing cold, not much crowd left. Had the long sleeves on, all of us, except Ji-sung. Playing Matt Romios, one of my best mates on tour, and Ji-sung Nam, I'm going to say one of the best dubs players to not crack 100 yet. Blake and I came out pretty good here, seeing the ball big after, already playing a match this evening. And there's a rule on tour: if somebody beats you 3 times, they are then your dad. So Matt Romios, aka Rom, he's got me at least 3 times, if not more. I'm going to say he's got me 3 times in a row in dubs. And so he's definitely my dad. So I'm fighting son status here. And Rom and Nam coming back in the second, just lose serve. Nam's a very skilled player. He's I'm going to say his weakest part of his game is his serve. Everywhere else, he's very tactically aware and got good feel, knows where to be. Rom got a great serve, big presence at the net. So the second set ran away from us quick, and we're in the super tie break here, and got off to a really good start. Was able to play some positive tennis, going after the ball, not much hesitation. I was feeling pretty loose, and Blake taking over the net really well. Good win, and sorry, Rom, but I am now maybe your nephew, but no longer your son. Into the final. Let's go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Second day, Yokohama got here yesterday, but I'm gonna do training today. I actually set up a hit with Nakagawa before the draw came out. I'm playing Nakagawa, and I messaged him saying if it's alright if we hit together, even though we're playing together, and he's fine with it. So it's a rare occasion you practice someone potentially the day before you play them. But last week of the year, feeling motivated, like looking forward to home, but not in a way that's going to deter me from my efforts this week. Looking forward to competing again, and I'm ready to start winning. I've done my apprenticeship. I'm willing to, keep doing what it takes, even if the wins don't come soon. But I'm ready. I'm ready to win. Last match of the Japan swing. I was really keen to try and finish off with a good week. Up against Nakagawa. He won a Charlie earlier in the year, and I actually trained with him the day before, which was funny. But quite stereotypical Japanese, moves exceptionally well, great backhand, kind of spinny forehand, uses a bit of shape in that shot. Decent serve, but definitely attackable. And start of the match was pretty high quality from both of us. I was playing well, probably the best I felt on the match court, the whole swing at the start of this match. And had a few little chances to kind of get on top of the scoreboard. But yeah, just playing with a bit more conviction, and I just felt like I was just, the ball was coming off my racket nicely, and I was able to swing at my shots. And I'm not sure, maybe the excitement of finishing the year, I just felt a bit more free in that sense, and expectation was low, so I felt like I could really just enjoy the match for what it was. Yeah, as you can see, a really good quality match. Both moving well. It's quite slow conditions, so it's really hard to get the ball past the opponent. But I thought we'll put on a good show. Ooh.
Yeah, not gonna go.
3-all neck and neck here, but I got myself a nice chance. I felt myself putting a lot of pressure on him, and
15-30.
but wasn't able to kind of show it on the scoreboard.
40-15.
See, I'm really just letting go of some fours, which was nice to see. But yeah, great backhand. He was really dealing well with the heavy ones into his backhand, really getting on top of it and smacking his backhand. Nice point there.
Yeah, sweetie.
5-all in the first set breaker. No one really showing too much weakness. Just going to come down to a couple points here. A scary point there to get up Matchy. But found myself down, sorry, not Matchy, Seti. Found myself down set point here. And really good tennis from both of us. Both playing pretty brave, I thought, under pressure. And I got absolutely gypped at that point. I had a big argument with the ref there. That was for sure wide. And just a bit unlucky with that net tail. That was an absolute dagger of a set to lose with that wide ball from Nakagawa's forey. Yeah, I think that first set really put some wind in Nakagawa's sails. He was starting to hit the ball even bigger, be a bit more aggressive. And under the scoreboard pressure, I was finding myself playing from behind.
30-15.
And he just really freed up, and you can see 7 for it. And just kind of the match got away from me there. Too good from Nakagawa. 7-6, 6-2. and got to keep my head up and get ready for a big pre-season.
I got feeling so emotional because I'm playing final today. I'm playing the final today. And this is gonna be my last ever overseas tournament. It just feels weird because I'm so happy to finish on a good note, but it just feels so weird that I'm gonna stop playing. You know, you just pour your fucking life into something for so long. Just pour like so much effort. It's just such a journey just for thinking about being a fucking 10-year-old kid. One of the play centers. Just having moments out there, and I was playing yesterday. Just thinking about the whole journey, just my whole life. I've had the best life ever. I'm so appreciative of my parents and the opportunity I've had just to be brought up in Australia, and my parents moved from South Africa when I was young, and I've been ever appreciative of that. Just chatting to my dad about the fact that he left his brothers and his parents to come and me and my brothers that had an amazing life in Australia and such good quality and good opportunity, and I've been so lucky. And just coming to the closing of a chapter feels crazy. I wish I could have been better at tennis, but I also know that I did the absolute best I could with what I had and what I knew at every point throughout my whole life, and brought a good attitude almost every day. Yeah, I appreciated everything along the way. I appreciated just all the people I met, all the people that have been nice to me, all the friends I've made. Yeah, it's fucking so epic. One last final tick today. I'm going to play a couple of challenges in January. I'm not going to get any opportunity in January. Tour events, I know that. Any wildcard opportunity, but I'm going to play a couple of challenges in January. But one last tick today. I was feeling emotional and had to start recording. Oh, far out. Anyway, like, let's go for a fucking title today, mate. Come on. I'm going to leave it all out there. Leave it all out there.
So I wiped the tears off, put on a brave face, try to move on, and I was actually feeling pretty relaxed and composed by the time we came out for this match. I didn't really have like high expectation. I wasn't feeling like it would obviously be nice to finish with a title, but I was grateful and content for the whole journey. So Benjamin Hassan didn't have much empathy though. The dude is just railing for returns. He was seeing it so big. I think he'd lost singles semis this day. And so Keith Manyeni, Indian guy serving. He's a great doubles player. He's been around for a long time. Played at tour level a lot. Still, we're into the chance for sure, as you always are in a sporting match. And these guys are keeping the hopes at bay for the first set and a half. We were hanging on. Hassan was really finding different areas of the court and making it difficult for us. He was pretty relaxed. I don't think he was caring a hell of a lot. Usually, obviously, it's still a challenger final, but yeah, just really going after it. I think he'd had a big singles week, so sometimes even though he's tired, as you can see his leg strap there, he played so much tennis that he was so aware of the ball. And yeah, we're down a set and a break here, but just really trying to hang on. Anything can happen when you can make him serve for a title. Strange things happen, so we hold on to 5-4, and this is a huge point. For 15 all, I'm playing the right way. Get it 15-30, and Blake, great return there. I make the right move, and I really should have put that ball away. Yes, I should have made the next one as well, but really should have put the previous one away. Just chopped it a little shorter. Now match point down. definitely a few emotions going through my head at this time. But overall, really good tournament to make final. Last tournament overseas. Loved every moment. And now it was time to hustle, potentially miss the presentation and try and make this flight out.
Thanks, bud. Thank you. Thanks, bud. Thank you. Thanks, bud. Well done. Thanks.
This whole year I've been thinking that there's a decent chance I'll stop playing at the end of the year. I haven't publicised it too much, but yeah, it's just aiming to play Australian Open, which has looked less and less likely as the year's gone on in a way. But it's, even though being 140 in the world isn't that far from 100 in digits, it is in points and actually, now that I say that, 100 wouldn't cut it. I'd say 80, so it's pretty far, a lot of points. And so the whole year I've been thinking it's my goal to see if I can kind of get into play tour level, but haven't been doing that that well so far. And nearing the end of the year now, it's nearing a reality for me of not playing in this capacity. No doubt I'll play tennis for life. I love tennis, and I love competing and what it shows to me about myself. So that's never going to stop for me, but it's just going to be in a different capacity. It's not going to be my whole life. So I'd also love to coach high performance players. Really love working in tennis, but one thing that I'm going to stay solid as a priority is putting my roots in my hometown on the sunny coast and Noosa, and not traveling as much. It's been a very nomadic last 10 years, and I'm looking forward to some of the perks that stability brings. Obviously income is one that first comes to mind, but also just family. I want to have a family. I want to be a good part of my family, as in my parents and my brothers, and I want to have a family of my own. And I feel young, but I am 31 now, so I guess I got to make logical steps towards that if that is a priority for me. So being in one place for a longer period of time has probably got more chance of meeting a partner, and yeah, I really want to have kids. So not to say that if I was absolutely loving every part of this journey right now, I would continue, but I'm getting a little fatigued from the travel, and it would be a bit more enticing if I was playing for more money when I'm on the road. But even just to manage paying my expenses, it's been a case of coaching while I've been playing. I've been fortunate at the back end of this year to have Christian Langmo as in my corner, let's say. Been helping him out with his tennis, which has been a really nice way to continue playing and also gain valuable experience as a coach, and make some money to play full schedule this back end of this year. And it's been really I've been grateful for that relationship. Become really good friends with him, but so I haven't told him yet, but I'm gonna have a conversation when we get back, and this will probably be released before then, hence speaking about it. But yes, everything I've been doing, like even right now, I'm just waiting for the last bus of the day, stretching in Japan, and everything I've been doing, I'm always doing it with a element of nostalgia, knowing that it's the last couple of times. So I'm really excited for what else is to come anyway. So life goes on, showering in appreciation.